So now it turns out that the slimy, disgusting Biden administration is trying to deflect the incompetence of not doing anything about the Chinese spy balloon for 7 whole days by claiming that there were 3 spy balloons during the Trump administration. Except no one from the Trump administration remembers anything like that ever happening. These people in the Biden administration are absolutely despicable liars. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we debunk crap like this every day. After Joe Biden failed to meet yet another challenge as the Chinese spy balloon floated over the entire country, the misinformation fake news media and a Biden administration official claimed that the Trump administration allowed 3 Chinese balloons to fly over the country. Now, former Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe, who would know if something like that happened, rejected the claim outright. Look, this balloon flew over the lower 48 states, creating the biggest risk to this country since the Cuban Missile Crisis. We have no idea how much damage has been done after the balloon traveled over about 24 high-value targets over our land. And the Chinese have a lot of balls to threaten us over shooting it down, even though we waited 7 days to do so because Joe Biden is a big pussy who's in the back pocket of the Communist Chinese Party. So Fox anchor Maria Bartiromo, she asked Ratcliffe about the claim by the Department of Defense that 3 spy balloons sailed over the country during the Trump administration. He claimed it never happened and that no one ever told him about the flyos. Ratcliffe held the top position in intelligence in the federal government. He would be the first guy that they would tell. Okay, so the Biden administration wants us to believe that not 1, not 2, but 3 Chinese spy balloons floated over the U.S. airspace, and they never told the White House about it? Former President Donald Trump also offered a statement denying that it ever happened on Truth Social, where he posted, "The Chinese balloon situation is a disgrace, just like the Afghanistan horror show and everything else surrounding the grossly incompetent Biden administration. They are only good at cheating in elections and disinformation, and now they are putting out that a balloon was put up by China during the Trump administration in order to take the heat off the slow-moving Biden fools. China had too much respect for Trump for this to have happened, and it never did. Just fake disinformation. Hear, hear." Mike Pompeo called out what he called a deeply dangerous accusation that the Trump Pentagon didn't notify the White House of Chinese balloons. I know it's hard to believe with these clowns running the Biden administration, but I really believe with this one, they jumped the shark. I mean, y'all might think they jumped the shark a long time ago. Yeah, no, they're just incompetent fools all along. But they jumped the shark on this one. This one's going to hurt them because it's just so unbelievable. Now they say that they're still waiting on General Mattis and General Milley to run their mouths, and I don't trust either one of them. So what if these 2 clowns come back and say, yeah, we knew that they were there, but we didn't say anything? Well, that's dereliction of duty. They should be charged with crimes. And remember, General Milley, he went and called his counterpart in the Communist Chinese Party and told them, don't worry about it. We'll make sure that Trump doesn't bomb you. They're both Trump haters. I trust Mattis more than I would Milley because Milley's just a total piece of shit who took active actions against the former commander-in-chief when they weren't sanctioned or even necessary. Mattis just likes to talk a lot of crap because he's a Bush guy, all right? So Pompeo served as CIA director on top of being the Secretary of State. Those are 2 positions that you want people to know if a spy balloon was floating over your country. He said many people are just confounded by this report from the Biden administration, given that neglecting to inform top political officials up to and including Trump at the time is just unthinkable. It's like children are running this administration, folks. They thought that they could float this lie, pun intended, to the American people and that they would buy it. As if this were actually true, it would mitigate waiting 7 days, allowing the Communist Chinese Party to fly a spy balloon over some of our most sensitive areas of the country with nuclear sites and other facilities. What the hell is wrong with these people? They spend more time trying to get out of their own self-inflicted jams than actually fixing the country and defending us. I'm telling you right now, what I think is going on is that Joe Biden being in the back pocket of the Communist Chinese Party, I mean, that 31 million that we know of that Biden crime family was paid by China. I think that he didn't want to say anything at first because he didn't know if Xi would approve or not. He's being blackmailed, folks. I really believe that. And so at the end, he figured, okay, well, I'll just say that it happened under Trump 3 times as many times as it happened under me. So therefore, I'm not as bad. These people are just brain dead. And on top of all that, we have an Air Force general who debunked the media report as well. This is a senior U.S. general in charge of taking down a Chinese spy balloon. He stated on Monday that the military had not noticed prior spy balloons until the one that surfaced on January 28 under the Biden administration. Now, we know that this administration has pulled some really slimy stuff since they've been around, but this takes the cake, folks. So they want us to believe that this incompetent group of buffoons who haven't really gotten anything right yet, they know that there were 3 Chinese spy balloons. They're the ones that know it, that flew over the country during the Trump administration. But the Trump people, who were far more superior and far outclassed everybody, person to person in administrations, that they never knew it. Oh, it just slipped by them, but these fools, they picked it up. Trump bombed the hell out of the Spetsnaz troops in Syria, and he bombed the Iranian Quds Force general without batting an eye. Donald Trump was the only one who ran in 2016 who kept calling China the enemy and said that he was going to renegotiate the trade deals with them. That was like a declaration of war for them, economic war. He renegotiated those trade deals, and China was not very happy, and he knew it. So to think that Donald Trump would allow Chinese spy balloons anywhere over the continental U.S. is just plain nuts. It's a load of horse shit from the Biden administration, and it should be treated that way. So that's it. Thanks a lot. Thanks for spending time with us. We'll see you in the next one.